What's up, guys? Back again with another video. Today we're talking about this giant scam that's been going on that I found honestly to be very interesting because to me it makes no sense, right? So we have these test prints come out of nowhere in 2024. So with these test prints, it makes no sense. So these have been just sitting there in someone's office for the last almost 30 years. Actually, no, it's been I think 30 years. So these prototypes come out of nowhere, and a lot of them come out. And to me, it makes no sense. And it's like nobody raised an eye. Like some guy came out of nowhere. I mean, supposedly one of the people that worked on Pokemon came out saying, "Oh yeah, I have a bunch of these test prints. A lot of test prints." To me, it makes no sense. And supposedly things are coming out that they're fake, and they were produced in 2024, which to me makes a lot of sense. Um, for those of you who haven't been following, apparently they did some sort of screening of the ink that was printed on these cards, and there it comes up with a certain serial number. And this is the example. So they looked at this and they kept looking into I guess essentially the code of the print, and they found they were printed this year. I'm sorry, last year, which is like crazy. That I don't know how that happened, and two, well, I don't know how it happened. I don't know how it got past grading, which is the most even more insane part. But two, this shady dude comes out of nowhere and supposedly has all these test prints that, just sitting in his desk. I don't know, sitting in his office. And it seems like as time went on and they realized, oh, well, CGC is going to grade these, I'm just going to keep submitting more. And it seems like it just came flooding into the market and people were paying these insane prices. Um, so I feel like this is more for niche collectors that really like wanted to get these cards because they thought it was something special. And so I went onto eBay, and previously there was a listing. Let me see if I can go back. Previously there was this listing here for $30,000. That's insane. And this, I checked this uh 2 days ago while this all came out, and someone's still listing these. And it's just like that's just to me, it's kind of a little scummy that you're still gonna try to sell these after it comes out that essentially, if not all of them, were fake. I mean, I don't know how we could tell. Um, CDC, CGC really screwed the pooch on this one. To me, it's like I don't know how they test these. I don't know how do they find if they're fake or not, if they're real or not. Maybe that's the sort of testing they don't do, and they just saw all these new older prints coming in and this free money. Um, and then you look at the all the recently sold ones, and it's like you see people trying to get rid of these now. Cause I don't know who bought this. January 20th. I think the news broke by that point. When was this? This was 2 days ago. I don't know. I feel bad for anybody that bought $7,000. I'd be look at this. Like I'd be furious. Like I just don't know what CGC was thinking. You know, essentially grading these nines and grading them as authentic. And then, I'm really curious on how that works with eBay terms of service because if you're telling me I go through CGC, get it graded, and then I go through eBay authenticity guaranteed, do I still get my money back since it's not authentic? Do you think eBay even really checks these, like to see if they're actually authentic? I don't know. To me, I don't think so. I think they just see either if it's in a slab like that, they're like, oh, yeah, it's good to go. So I don't know. It's insane to me that people just, I'm saw these test prints come out. They're like, I need to be the first one to get one of these. which to me is just it's crazy. I don't know. All this money is just wasted, thrown away. All these people got scammed. You got well over $1 million of money flowing through all these fake test prints, and it's just like it's just crazy. And I know whoever Kick's collection is really upset because I'd be upset. I'd try to get my money back. And then recently we have CGC coming out. They're coming out. Okay, let's just look through this. They investigated the reports regarding the authenticity of certain Pokemon prototype and playtest cards. See below the list impacted certification numbers. Let's see what they got down here. Oh my god, that's insane. That's insane. That ha that has to be. I don't know. I don't want to say it. It's a couple hundred at least, maybe even more. I don't know. That's insane. The where the recent reports questioning the authenticity of certain Pokemon prototype and playtest cards. We take these claims very seriously and are conducting comprehensive investigation. The cards in question represent less than 0.03 of the cards graded by CGC, which means absolutely nothing. 0.03 of the tens of thousands of cards you grade a month. I don't know, maybe over 100,000 a month. I don't know what their average is monthly. But yeah, I mean, you're grading thousands of cards a month. Of course, it's going to be a low percentage. I think that's just some risk adverse language they're trying to use. Like, oh, well, most of our cards that come through are actually real. This is a very small population that got through, but you're talking about a small population of cards that were selling for like an average, probably more than 5K each. Some at one point, Charizard, I think, was selling for like 50K. So you got to think like, you know, it may be a small percentage, but it's a really bad look for a grading company to give out fake cards. Because if this happened to like a first edition Charizard, what do you think is happening? If a bunch of first edition Charizards got into the scene, let's say 30. Oh, it's only 0.001 of what we totally grade, but the negative news impact is insane. Let's see. As part of the investigation, we require all impacted cards to be returned to our headquarters for analysis. To send to CGC, I'll just tell you where to send. Follow instructions below. Create account, report fraud. I'm really curious on what the outcome of this is going to be because you know I know CGC as a company is probably never going to recover from this because you let this through the cracks because in my opinion they probably stole these cards. Um, when you send them in, they probably send them in as these cards are worth a bunch of money. So CGC is making all this money, and if they can exclusively grade these, it looks better for them. So that's probably what they were thinking, but it ended up backfiring. Because honestly, if I think one of these goes through PSA, I don't think it's getting through. Um, so I just think it's greed. At the end of the day, it's greed. They saw these come in, or somebody knew whoever created these cards knew the CGC's certification process is more lax than PSA because there's definitely a reason they only went through CGC. There's no there. I don't know. I don't think it's much cheaper. But at the end of the day, I think if you send it through PSA, they probably wouldn't have authenticated it, and then we wouldn't be through this whole mess. So I don't know. It's just silly in my opinion. But not to beat a dead horse. So now I just need to get this point across real quick. So I was on Facebook the other day, and I saw those posts. Or no, I think it was today. I saw a post today. Someone has stacks on stacks of Prismatic Evolutions ETBs, and they're trying to sell these for 115 a pop. And you know, I'm just saying that's karma because they're not. For one, if you go on TCG and you go to Pokemon, they're not selling for that anymore. The price has clearly gone down, and they're just trying to. They scalped all these ETBs, and they're just trying to make a profit at this point. Yeah, look at that. The price is like plummeting. Like I said, it's just wait it out. Second prints are coming. More prints, like it's going to be printed into the ground to the point where I do think it'll maybe even get to MSRP. But let's go to this. So you get 109. Let's go pick the other page. Maybe one down here. Okay, no. Yeah, so you have 109, 107, and it's like I think the price is going to keep shooting down. And the comments on this page is pretty much clowning this guy for being a dirty scalper and trying to make a profit. Now he's trying to offload all his inventory because he knows he's messed up. Plain and simple. And the price is going to keep going down, and that's what you're going to see. All these people are going to try to start offloading all their inventory, which is going to make the price plummet even more. So I'm saying give it, I think, another 2 to 3 weeks, and then we'll probably get a good idea of where the market actually is going to be. But that's all for today. Thank you.